I'm sure you've heard that the golf swing is very much like the baseball swing. And it is, but only if you think about it in the correct way. You see, whenever I have someone tee up a ball like this and hit it with a baseball bat, intuitively what they'll do is they'll position this tee outside and more in front of them toward the target. The reason for that is that it allows you to do it more powerfully, and intuitively you know that. So what this allows me to do is this allows me to shift my weight to my lead side. This allows me to open up, get that bat lagging behind me, and to be able to square up this bat with the direction that I'm trying to hit it, right? So imagine this. Imagine I had to hit this ball dead straight down this line, but I had to place the ball in a position I would maybe have my 7-iron, right? So slightly forward of the middle of my stance, about right here. If I were to hit that ball straight forward, right, I wouldn't be able to do that very powerfully, right? I would have to kind of hang back. I'd have to kind of pull my hands in, and I'd have to really release this bat, or what feels like an early release, right, to get it to go straight. So the trick is to not square up the shaft with where you're trying to hit it, is to let that ball get deep and to imagine like you're hitting the ball down the opposite field. So the golf swing is like the baseball swing. It's like the baseball swing if we were hitting the ball down the right field line for a right-handed golfer, left field line for a left-handed golfer, right? So if I were to hit this ball from that position as powerfully as I can, I would still shift my weight forward. I would still open up my body, get this bat lagging behind me, but I would let my hands get in front and I would try to square up this bat with the direction I'm trying to hit it. So that's the trick. We have to trick our brain into thinking we are hitting the ball down the opposite field line, right? So how do we do that? So let's put this away, and I have a great drill for you that's going to allow you to kind of trick your brain into doing that. So this is like a gymnastic mat, like a mini gymnastic mat. You can get this in any sporting goods store. I think this was like $20 or $30. It's not very much. You can use an impact bag too. I just like this because it has a large, flat, padded surface that works really, really great for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up. I'm going to open this up, this foldable one here. I'm going to set this up to where I have a large, flat surface right here that's vertical. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a ball about 1.5 feet behind that. So you can think of that as, you know, a grip length and a half. So if I take this, a grip length, and then put it right there, and then a half a grip length, I'm going to place a ball right about there. And that puts it about in the normal iron position. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some practice swings where I go up to the top, I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to try to square up this shaft to this mat. And intuitively, this is something you're going to be able to do because it's very much like hitting a baseball straight forward, right? So that's the feeling that I'm having. I imagine like there's a baseball right here, and I'm trying to hit a baseball with the shaft of my club here, and I'm trying to hit that straight forward. I'm trying to hit a low and in fastball straight forward, straight to center field. That's the feeling that I'm going to have. So I'm going to go up to the top, I'm going to pause, I'm going to come in, I'm going to come in and hit that dead flat. And the fact that it fell over, that's a good sign because that means that I hit it nice and square. Now you're going to be able to feel it, right? If you don't hit this, if you come in and you hit it, you don't hit it squarely, right? If you come in and you stick the head in there, you're going to feel it, right? So you want to come in and it wants to be a nice solid hit where the shaft, everything is hitting this whole part of the shaft and the club head is hitting this at the same time. So I want you to go nice and slow with it at first and then start to build up the speed and get to where you can do that pretty much at full speed, where you're going up to the top, you're pausing, and then you're coming in and hitting this dead flush at full speed. Once you're able to do that, then let's do it where we actually come in and we brush the ground, right? We go up to the top, we pause, and then we brush the ground and hit the mat. So that would look something like this. Go up to the top. So I come in and I hit that dead square after brushing the turf. So I'm going to get to where I can do that at pretty much full speed. Now, once I'm able to do that, I want to take out the pause. I'm going to go up to the top. Nice fluid swing. I'm going to come in, I'm going to brush the turf and hit the mat. Once I'm able to do that, now what we want to do is have this move to the side. All right, so have this move to the side. And like I said, you can do this with an impact bag. I just like this because it's a nice flat surface. And this might actually be a little bit cheaper than an impact bag. So I'm going to move this off to the side a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a full swing again where I'm coming in, I'm brushing the turf, but I'm going to pretend like that mat is there and that I'm swinging through it, right? So that would look something like this. I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to pause. I'm going to come in, I'm going to brush the turf, and then I'm going to square up the club to that mat, and then I'm going to come around into a full finish. So if I do that nice and slow, that would look something like this, right? So now, if you look at that on video, it may not be perfectly lined up, but that's the sensation that I'm getting. You imagine this, if I came in and I really did that, I came in, I mean, look how much shaft lean I would have to get that to happen. So this is an exaggeration, having it a club, you know, a grip width and a half in front, but we really want to exaggerate things because we can always ease off of it. All right, so get to where you can do this in a practice swing and look at it on video. You know, look on video, see how close you're getting with the practice swing with getting that, and then add the ball and do it with the ball there. Now, what you may find is that when you do it with the ball, that ball goes off to the right. This is perfectly normal, so that's why I want you to go on to the next drill, which is what we call the anti-roll method. So what that means is that when we get the hands more forward at impact, that opens the face. And that's a big reason why your brain is telling you to square up the shaft with the ball, because that can help you to square up the face. But you've trained yourself to square up the face with the shaft. So what we need to do is we need to get the shaft open, essentially, but the face square, right? Because if you have those same wrist angles that you had before, well, now you're just going to open the face. That club face is wide open. It's pointing way to the right. You will hit the ball down the opposite field line if you do that. So what we need to do is we need to square up the face as we're coming down. So that way, when we get the hands in front, we're going to have that face nice and square there at impact with the shaft leaning forward and be able to compress the ball a ton. So if you pair up this anti-roll method with this baseball type drill that we did here, you're going to start compressing the heck out of the ball. I guarantee it. So if you want to see a preview of that anti-roll method video, the drill, all you have to do is stick around. But if you want to see the whole video, just click the iCard that's going to appear up on your screen. If you don't see the iCard, no worries. Click the link in the description below. Play well, start compressing the ball, and I'll talk to you soon.
Here's the bottom line. If you've been taught to roll the club in the early downswing, that causes the shaft to get steep. And that steep club causes all your problems. It causes you to hit it way behind the big hitters and way inconsistent with your quality of strikes. So you're in the tall grass and the trees and the hazards all day long. Now the great news is this. There's really only two pieces that you need to know to fix all these problems. The first one is we need to learn the proper way to square up the club face. Instead of rolling the forearms and getting steep, there's another way that the pros do this. Once you learn this right way to square up the club face, then you can shallow out from the inside and everything starts to fit together. Now I'm going to teach you this right now in what I call the anti-roll method. You may also hear this called the motorcycle move or the tour twist, but let's walk through exactly how to do that. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and go kind of in the last parallel in the downswing. So here, I want my hips to go ahead and be opening up. I want my club to be parallel with the ground, and I want my hands to be in front of my right thigh. Now, when I take my grip, you're going to notice that when I do this, the club face is basically straight up and down. So if I'm looking at it from this angle, you'll see the face is straight up and down, and my logo of my glove is pointed out in front of me. Now from there,